Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, happy Monday. This is Darlene. I'm sitting here creating, and I hadn't planned on turning the camera on to make this bracelet because this one is just going to be really simple. It's a leather bracelet, and I'm wrapping it with some aluminum wire. This aluminum wire is a little bit thicker. It's a 15 gauge wire, and it's a little bit tougher to manipulate than the 18 gauge. Because of course, you know, the bigger the number, the thinner the wire. So I figured I'd just go ahead and turn it on. This is 15 gauge, and you can look at it and you can tell it's a lot thicker than this wire right here. You can tell the difference in the thickness. 15 gauge, 18 gauge. I am going to use both of them for this bracelet. And because the wire is a little thicker, I do have to work with it in a different way. So I'm going to just start it from the front. And I'm using the thicker wire because I don't have any more of the thinner wire. I do have to order some. So I will be ordering some of that today. And the thicker wire, you will get a different look than the other wire. And with the thicker wire, you can even, let's see, I'm going to bring this around like this. You can take the wire and maybe roll it close, like something like this. Onto the bracelet, and it's like that. But I don't like to leave anything out like that because you can tell if that get caught on something, the first thing it's going to do is pull the bracelet apart. So for me, I like it to be secure in the sense of wrapping it around the other wire and then just locking it in. So with this, and I got some black wire, we're going to go ahead and use some of the black wire to finish it off. And then we're going to take it through the back. Right here, find us a nice little spot to push that wire through, and you can see that. And we do that to secure the wire. You give it a solid foundation to hold on to. So now we're just going to go ahead and start wrapping. And look, that piece is coming apart, so I'm going to have to be sure to... Oh, and I use some E6000 right there too. So you can see it's coming apart right here. And I put some E6000 right there, but I guess it don't want to cooperate. And then what we'll do is we'll put a little bit more right there. And hopefully that will hold it. And in the meantime, I want to bring this wire around. And I'll just put the wire on top of it to reinforce it. So we'll take the wire up and lay it right on top of that part that's coming loose. And we do got some E6000 on there, so at some point it should stick pretty well. Basically just taking it around. And we only got this little small piece right here. So with this piece, and put that right there. Bring it back around, and then I got a small piece where I can go ahead and just start tucking. So we'll just take this wire, go ahead and find somewhere to stick it through, right there. And we will grab that, the end of the wire, go ahead and fold it over, not pulling it too tight. And using these pliers to roll it over under. And you can see as I'm using the pliers to roll it under, it comes out on this side, the end of the wire. So I'm going to just pull it. Now I'm going to use my pliers to go ahead and tuck it. Tuck it right up under there. Use my pliers to smash it down. And then we need to do this side. And we do got just a little space right there left. So you can make the bracelet like this using the wire if you don't want to use any beads, you know, as you thread it to put beads on and keep it going. You can just use just wire. You don't have to do anything else, just wire. We're just going to go ahead and fold it under, and I'm going to fold it one more time. Just tuck it. One last time. And then we will cut that extra off about right there. And you can see that little piece we got left. And we'll take it and we will tuck it. Take our pliers, fold it under, smash it, and it did come out on the other side because I cut too much. I didn't cut enough. And that's fine. We went ahead and smashed it. As long as we don't feel anything, that's what we want. We don't want to feel anything. We just want to see a big, nice, chunky bracelet. And for the thick wire, I probably wouldn't use the thick wire, not unless with a thick wire, I would wrap it less times. I wouldn't wrap it a lot of times because I really don't like the way the thickness looks. I really like the way the thin wire makes the bracelet look. And even with this, if you want to, you can start hanging charms on it and just make it a really nice, chunky, even when you wrap the wire, like when you tie it off like this, you can put this part in the inside right here if you want to. Just make sure that when you close it, you don't feel any wire, extra wires sticking out so that it doesn't poke or scar the wrist once you put the bracelet on. But this is what this one looks like. And just go way out with it. Just make it real funky like. So let's just use a couple of these jump rings. I'm going to use a couple of strawberries. Now let's see, we're going to lift some wire up in different places. So we're just going to put strawberries on here. We're going to put strawberries and something else, not just the strawberries, but we're going to start with strawberries. And it's basically whatever you want the bracelet to be, like whatever you want to put on it and make it look like, and you know, different colored leathers. You can do different colored leathers, like multicolored leather. Just wrap different leather, wrap different wire. And then let's put one over here. And you could just make it a whole fruit bracelet if you wanted to. Just put all fruit. So we got some strawberries on here. I'm going to put some more charms on here though. And just go way out. Whatever you want it to look like is what you want it to look like. So let's put it on this one. I have to lift the wire up a little bit. And you can just cover with all kind of charms, whatever you want to put on it. Oops. Oh, I need some more jump rings. These are too big. I'm not going to be able to use these. Let's see something. I need some jump rings. And you can use as many charms as you want to use, because remember, it's your piece. And if you're making these to sell, they do sell really well. And I made a lot of these out of fabric, and the fabric ones sold really well. And before I started making leather jewelry, before I started making beaded jewelry, I used to make leather jewelry. And I think I'm going to get back into it. And with the leather jewelry that I used to make, I used to be at, oh my God, like music festivals and 3 and 4 day events. And man, when I tell you, at that time, I did an event that was in Plaza Bonita. I think I might have said this before. It was in Plaza Bonita. And it was an artist there that had beautiful wall art. I mean, oh my God. I forget her name, but I remember her selling a picture, and she sold that picture for $10,000. And I was just like, oh my gosh, she actually sold that for $10,000, something that she actually painted, you know, and took her time to create. And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. But in that, I really learned about like pricing, because I really had no idea like how to price things, or you know, that type of thing. And the first day I was there, and my prices were not low or anything. I mean, they were decent prices, but I on that first day, seeing her sell a picture for $10,000, because of the uniqueness of it, and it was something that she had literally, painted and created herself. I knew then it's like, no, don't give it away. And when I came back the second day, my prices were adjusted a little bit more than they were the first day. And people were buying them pieces out. I mean, they were, because of the uniqueness of them. And I think that's what happens, like when you first start creating and you want to sell, you're not really sure, what to sell it for until you learn the formula and then you understand the value in what it is that you have. And it's like, okay, well, no, you can't go nowhere else and get this. And plus, I spent time making this and the materials that I've had to use and, all that type of stuff. So all of that filters in or plays a part in, how you charge, what prices you apply to your designs. But I learned a very valuable lesson that day. And then since then and stuff, I had learned things like went to classes and read books and, even having a degree, there's some stuff you just ain't prepared for. It's like you just don't know. But this is cool. Look. So the more charms we put on here, the cooler the piece is gonna be. Very boho, just kind of free and unlike anything else. And I'm gonna put a couple more charms on here. Because some pieces just warrant a lot of charms, and that's the whole thing. It's like, no, this needs a lot of charms on it, and I think it just needs a lot of charms on it to really bring out its complete character. And I'm gonna lift some wire up here. And you can still make these bracelets with just the wire, and you don't have to put a lot of charms or anything on them, but I want to put charms. It almost seems unfinished to me without charms. Gotta lift wire up in places. Yeah. And there we go. That is so cool. The coolness of it all, right? Oh, I like these. I'll be making a lot of these. I really like. It looks like almost like junk jewelry. Like, remember the show Charm and the way that they used to dress and look and everything in the movie, in the series Charm? This looked like a type of piece that they would wear in Charm. And have the little bottles hanging from the bracelet and stuff and keys and all that type of stuff. This is really cool. I like this. You guys, let me know what you think about this and if you plan on making any. Because I really like these. I'm going to be making some more of these. This one, and I think one of the other ones, I'm going to make some more of these today. So I'm going to be putting these on the website. And also, I think I'm going to put them on Poshmark too. So I'm going to put them on Poshmark and then I'm going to put them on the website. And then we'll see how they go. But this is really cool. I really like this. And it's not heavy, like heavy or anything. It's like just the right size. You can tell it's very, very well made, very sturdy. Not heavy, but it's like, it's a good made quality bracelet. So that's good stuff. Darling Knife with your by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.